Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm the notorious B.I.V. And this is my boy, Paulie G.
Hey!
Welcome to the show a second time. All right. So, so we weren't here last week.
What happened?
You were on spring break.
Oh, I was on spring break. There you go.
Yeah. So welcome back, Paulie G.
Thanks.
But like a whole war's happened since we were, in the time we were gone.
Well, I think it's been going on for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Oh, okay. So technically,
that's what they said on the news.
All right.
So,
and it may not, we may have part 3. I think it's like earlier this year we had like the 12-day war, right, against Iran, and we bombed their facilities and like, okay, there we go, and then now we had part 2. So maybe we'll have part 3. I don't love wars.
No.
But I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's a mess.
But we're back, and I was going. I had this idea, like I was gonna upload one of our more popular like YouTube videos last week for Rumble, like for the Rumble people.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Since we weren't doing one.
That's a good idea. Like the Charlie Kirk one was super popular.
Yeah. That was kind of more timely, though. I don't know that I'll upload that one, but there were...
Good point.
There were some... Yeah, there were some that I could maybe upload one of these times if we miss.
That's a good idea. At least for Rumble.
But I didn't last week. I meant to, but then I didn't. Anyway.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So we're back, and Paulie G's wearing his purple shirt.
You know why?
Why?
It's for military kids.
Military kids?
Yeah. Have you ever thought about how, I don't know if this is something we want to talk about, but have you ever thought about how it would be harder to be a military brat?
It would suck to like move here and there and everywhere.
Right.
I would hate that.
Yep. Or like one of your parents is gone for like a long time and you don't get to see them and you're worried about like, are they in harm's way? Are they going to come back home?
Die?
Anyway,
yeah, for sure.
So April is Military Support Month. It's Purple Up at our school.
Nice.
Our kids went around and tied, when I say our kids, my Latinos in Action kids, and I went around and tied purple ribbons around the trees and the columns so everybody could see. It's Purple Up.
Nice.
Support military kids.
Purple Up. I watched a movie recently called Brothers.
Oh.
On YouTube. Because that's where I watch all my movies.
So when you say Brothers as a YouTube movie, even if you just said as a movie, I assume it's like a comedy about 2 really goofy, dumb people. Okay. Yeah. And that's what my mind automatically goes to. But I have no idea what this movie is.
Like white chicks?
Yeah. Or like is there a movie called Step Brothers?
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
but this one was not a comedy.
Okay.
It was actually pretty dang depressing. But,
oh wow!
But it's Natalie Portman.
Oh wow!
And Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the new kid.
Yeah. So it's Tobey Maguire, it's Natalie Portman, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh wow!
Great cast. And Tobey Maguire is like a military guy, and she's his wife. And it was actually pretty sad. But like he goes to Iraq. I mean, he gets deployed. And like, I guess he's been deployed before, like, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go get deployed. But then he goes and has like this really messed up experience.
Oh man!
And so he comes back and he's like, just like, PTSD'd and whatever. He's just not the same. And his little girls, and what you reminded me was the military kids, right? So like his little girls are just like, I don't like Daddy. I want him to go away. Like,
oh man,
I like his brother. I like Uncle so-and-so because while he was over in Iraq, Uncle so-and-so was like hanging out and like playing with them and whatever, right?
Helping.
Yeah.
Take care of them.
Yeah. So like, there's this one part where it's like the little girl just like, and this little girl actress is amazing, right? I'm crying thinking about it. But
Wow.
like they're at dinner and she's just like, she just goes off and she's just like, Daddy's, I don't like Daddy, and I like, I like Uncle, and it's just like, it's really crazy.
Wow.
So anyway, so it was an all right movie. I didn't really see the point of it though. Like there wasn't really a point. It just kind of, it's like this thing, like the story happens and there it is, and you're just like, oh.
Well, maybe the point is,
I mean, or at least, could just be like,
maybe one of the points is this is what it's like to, when somebody in your family's in the military, it's really hard.
Yeah,
right.
That could be the point.
And so
right?
we should support these people, and I think of some of the things that people have said and done where it just seems very insensitive to military people, and so we should really, when you see somebody say thank you for your service, and I think in our country it's been, especially the younger generation, just does not value patriotism, as much.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, well, because, and we've talked about this before, but like, I feel like we haven't faced an existential threat.
Right.
Right. Like in World War II, we faced a huge existential threat and we defeated it. And everyone was like, oh, yay. Like, I think everyone appreciated that, like, oh, yay. Like, we defeated this great thing. Life's good, right? You know what I mean?
And we have the people who put their lives on the line to thank for that.
Right.
So people are very grateful,
but World War II affected like everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when we have like a war in Iraq or a war in Iran or whatever, these days it's just kind of like, oh yeah, some guys went over there and did some stuff, but like I didn't have to sacrifice anything. I didn't have to. My neighbor didn't get drafted. My kids didn't get drafted. You know what I mean?
Right. It's easy to just not think about it. You might think, oh man, the gas is more expensive at the pumps because of that, but that's that's a small price to pay compared to people who are losing their lives. People who are getting bombed and.
For sure. So.
Wow. We didn't have anything to talk about, and here we came up with a pretty good topic, I think.
Yeah. And, yeah.
I got an email from a teacher at my school saying, email me if somebody in your family served in the military, because I want to make a list of all the teachers. And I thought, and this is what I just responded to my email. I said, well, it's pretty easy for me to do that, because, my dad served in the military. Both of my grandpas served in the military. Like, that's pretty easy for me. But the younger generation, probably not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many of their dads served in the military? Because they didn't have to. My dad had to, because everybody, did your dad serve in the military?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's pretty common for our parents, for that generation, because everybody got drafted into the Vietnam War or whatever,
Yeah.
What war did your dad? Was it the Vietnam War or the Korean War? Or
he wasn't. He was like in between. Like, he didn't really have to go to either one.
My dad didn't either.
Yeah. So I guess we can be grateful for that, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, yeah, it'd be hard to grow up with, and I mean, I've heard stories about people who've grown up with their dads or their grandpas who were in World War II or whatever. And
yeah.
It's like, they were, they were like very closed off or whatever and stuff, and just didn't, I don't know.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, like, kids these days, maybe they'll have like a dad or something that was in Iraq or something, you know what I mean? But like, again,
probably not very many though.
It's not like our whole country went to war.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. with when the Vietnam War was going on, I think everybody was thinking about it. It was like a really big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we were embroiled in that war for so long, and so many lives were lost, and we just kept going on year after year after year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And I think, and I mean, the Vietnam War was the first war after World War II where it's like World War II, everyone came home heroes and everyone's like happy and everyone's like yay, and then Vietnam was like the opposite. You know what I mean? It's like we didn't really accomplish anything there. You know, most of the guys that went there had a really bad experience. And they came home and like no one appreciated them. And
yeah, and people were like, "This is a terrible war. We need to pull out. We need to stop being there." And so,
yeah,
then the soldiers who go there aren't heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't, but like you said, a lot of people didn't treat them like they were heroes. You know.
Yeah, and I remember too. It's interesting because after World War II, I mean that was like the golden age of America, like the 50s was like, you know, it was like we won the war, you know, everyone's happy, everyone's having babies, everyone, right? That's like the baby boomers came from that.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then Vietnam happened, and then I'm sure you remember, like after that, we were born, right? In kind of the aftermath of that. And I think, and there was a huge like 50s resurgence because like everyone was like depressed after that. And they're like, hey, remember the 50s? Remember how awesome that was? So then we got like Happy Days and like Grease and like, all that stuff. Right?
Oh,
When we
interesting.
were kids.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And I think that was like because we were like, hey, let's like think about the good times. You know?
Yeah.
Let's bring the good times back or whatever.
Which is interesting because the name of the show was Happy Days.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, interesting.
And even into the 80s, there was like the Stray Cats. Remember the Stray Cats?
Yeah.
They were like kind of a 50s throwback.
It's interesting because that goes back to what we've talked about before, which is our generation making movies. We go back to our good old days, the 80s.
Yeah.
And so that's what they did too.
Yeah. So, anyway, Happy Days are here again, I hope. Maybe in a couple of years or something, I don't know. But, yeah. Speaking of movies.
Did you see Project Hail Mary?
Yeah.
I did too. I saw it last week for spring break. Yeah,
and my parents went and saw it too. And I think that's one of those movies where it's like there are no other movies right now. Like it just came out and everyone's like, oh hey, this is a really good movie. And so everyone just goes and sees it, you know, and it gets really popular. Like,
yeah, sometimes I'll scroll through like what's playing right now and I'm like, no, like horror movie. I don't even know what this movie is. And then, yeah. Another one I heard good things about was Hoppers.
Hoppers?
Yeah. New Pixar movie. I haven't seen it.
Is it about grasshoppers?
No. That was my joke, is that it was the sequel to A Bug's Life.
Oh, yeah.
Because Hopper's the bad guy.
Oh,
and then my brother's like, oh, and it also has the policeman from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Hoppers.
Hopper.
But that's not what it is.
Oh.
I don't remember. It has to do with beavers, but I don't remember the plot. I haven't seen it, so.
Cool. Yeah, I think I saw
a trailer.
A trailer for it.
I haven't even seen a trailer, which is crazy.
Really?
An animated Pixar movie, you would think.
I thought I saw a trailer in front of Project Hail Mary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not. I haven't ever.
Maybe not.
I've only heard people talk about seeing it. I've never, and I get on Disney Plus all the time, and I've never seen a trailer for it. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I
really liked it.
There's like a ton of stuff coming out right now that I just like don't even care about.
Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday?
See, I don't know. Maybe not. That's coming. That's going head to head with Dune 3.
Oh,
did you know that?
No.
So here's a question for you, Paulie G. If you had to choose,
Dune 3.
would you go with Dune 3?
Yes.
I think I would too. At this point,
because I loved Dune 1 and Dune 2. This new Avengers movie, like you said, it's like it could be good. I hope it'll be good. I'm a big Marvel fan.
Yeah.
But Dune is just on another level of high quality of movie.
Yeah.
Marvel is more like high quality action movie.
Yeah.
Dune is like everything about it is just like blows your mind.
Plus, it's like its own thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Like no one. I mean, like they tried to do they did like that Dune movie in the 80s. And it was like, yeah, whatever.
Sting.
Yeah, it was Sting. That was awesome. And then, but like they haven't really done anything much with it since then. And then now it's like, so it feels kind of fresh a little bit. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Is this going to be the last one?
Yeah. Well, yes, I think so.
Okay.
Although, it makes me wonder. I don't know.
There's so many Dune books that they could keep going with.
Because it's weird. Because like they're having his sister kind of play a role in this one. Which like they didn't really have her at all in the first movie, and she's actually like a little girl at the end of that book. Like she plays a role in that first story, but they kind of cut her out of that, which I kind of understand. Like I understood that, but now she's in this one, and I'm like,
you didn't even mention that he has a sister.
Well, they did.
Oh, did they?
There was like this scene where like he like kind of, I don't know if you remember, but he like kind of talks to her in the womb or something.
Oh, I thought you were saying he had like a sister before, not the baby.
Yeah, no, the baby girl.
Yeah, okay.
But so like she's in this movie, and I'm like, that's kind of weird because she becomes kind of like the villain in the next book, but I don't think they're doing that story. So I don't know why they would even have her in this if they're not doing that.
Well, in the book, she kills somebody.
Yeah.
In what we have already seen in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like she's born and she grows really fast, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, she doesn't.
So we've already kind of gone past that part of the story in the movie.
Well, at the end,
who does she kill? Does she kill the?
She kills Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah. Like, so.
And in the movie, what happened to him?
He kills him, right?
Did
somebody kills him?
Right? Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, probably. I can't remember. But in the book, like the little girl, like kills him.
Yeah.
And she's.
Which is crazy because she's just a little girl.
She's just a little girl, but like she's this weird little girl that's like grown up. She's like a grown up in a little girl's body. It's really weird.
Yeah. And very powerful, right? Like a powerful witch. Anyway.
Yeah. But I heard like Denis Villeneuve I heard he's only doing like these 3, and that makes sense kind of because after this one they just kind of get weird, like I don't know how you would film. They're kind of unfilmable after these 3.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to do more or not. Like I said, they have the fully grown girl now in this one.
Wow. Remember in the second Dune movie, he has like a vision of some lady. That's like the only time you see her. That
was his sister.
That's his sister.
Like, but yeah.
So is that who's going to play her in the third movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember who that was.
It's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh.
Which is weird because, like, I swear she and Timothée Chalamet. I call him Timothée because he has that little thing over his. I don't know what that is. Timothée Chalamet and her, like, I swear they're like the same age. But I don't know. We'll see in the movie. We'll see how it works out.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, the military
and Dune.
And Dune 3.
There's a lot of war. There's a lot of war in Dune.
And a couple other movies we talked about.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Go home. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.